Are you okay? Are you injured? Fuck, kid. You got hurt pretty badly. Hey, don't try to get up. Your ankle looks broken. It's bruising and swollen. You need to stay still until help arrives. Can you feel any pain anywhere else? Your wing? Okay. A fall from that height must have been rough. Wait, you didn't fall. Group of college students hurt you? Oh, shit. Those assholes. Please don't tell me they were hunters. Yeah, the sick bastards who go after supernaturals for fun and call it a job. Was it them? They'd have swords and blue jackets. He did. Fuck. I'll call 911. Just, I don't know, take deep breaths or something. Try not to focus on the pain.
911, what's your emergency?
My friend was just attacked by hunters. They seem to have a broken ankle and a few other injuries. I'm Velo. We're in the forest behind the Royal Court of Vampires. Landmarks. There's a lake about a half-mile down the road from us. We're facing the road. Yes, I'm the king, and yes, the injured kid is my familiar. Will you just send help? The culprits might still be in the area, so send backup too. Yeah, thanks. Oh shit. Your ankle looks worse. I think the bruise is spreading. Can I gently touch it? I need to check something. Okay. Just hold still. Shit. It's a hex. Specifically the kind that semi-permanently damages your bones and cartilage. This is bad. No, modern medical services, as advanced as they may be, still don't know how to treat magically inflicted wounds. Yeah, I'm sure it can be fixed. Hunters aren't supernaturals. They can only perform hexes because some of them are enchanters. Regular humans that can wield magic by being lent power from supernaturals or through magical objects. How do you feel? Anything new? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the feeling sick and nauseous is a side effect of the hexes. Okay, here they come. If this hex is what I think it is, it's gonna get a lot worse later. Does it hurt too much? There's not much I can do in the long term, but I can take away the pain temporarily. Cool. You know the drill. Stay calm, and you'll wake up in no time. Are you awake? Or just breathing irregularly? Oh, good. You're in a hospital. Well, am I okay? You're really asking about my well-being right now. Oh, okay. You're asking if I'm okay being in public. Yeah, that's fine. Well, the press reporters I had to deal with earlier were pretty annoying, but I'm used to that by now. It comes with the territory. The council called, and they're going to do a full investigation on the case. We'll probably press charges for hate crime, aggravated assault, and unlawful use of dangerous magic. Well, yeah, I called a hate crime. They targeted you based on their prejudice for supernaturals. I don't think it was personal. They were probably just using you to get to me. We've had scuffles in the past, but I never expected them to play this dirty. You know, disagreements, clashes of ideology, nothing that would justify what happened to you. It's like they've decided to up their game. Maybe they're getting desperate, or more organized. Either way, we need to be vigilant. I know you didn't sign up for any of this, but being under my protection also means dealing with the dangers that come with the supernatural world. You know I do everything to keep you safe. That is not changing. My guess is they went after you specifically because you're one of a kind. You're the last of an extinct species, and that makes you incredibly valuable to me. They don't like me for a lot of reasons. Obviously, I'm a vampire, so they're dead set on my extermination and my kind's extermination. But they have a personal hatred for me because, in addition to being cursed with vampirism, I'm gifted with magic. A few different kinds, actually. Blood magic, arcane spellcasting, illusions, you name it. But my main thing is mind magic. I was born with it, and it's not exactly something I can get rid of. I'm an empath and a telepath. Means I can feel all of your emotions. Joy, fear, pain. And if I wanted to, I could hear everything you're thinking. But I prefer to give people their privacy, so I tend to block everyone out. Doesn't work that well 100% of the time, though. Things always slip through the cracks. But I'm good at ignoring them, and it's usually just the really strong thoughts that get through to me. It doesn't bother me too much. I mean, if I'm in a stadium full of people, I'll probably get overwhelmed and have to leave. But if it's just a small group, all I have to worry about is ignoring the emotions around me. Yeah, it's hard to block out people's thoughts, especially with someone as mentally active as yourself. Well, for starters, your anxiety is always through the roof, and that makes your thoughts stronger and easier to tap into. But other emotions can amplify whatever's on your mind as well. Of course it's not annoying. I enjoy your company. It's definitely better than sitting in my office doing work in silence. And besides, I like your emotions. They're very innocent and pure. They're also much milder than anyone else I've met, even the anxiety. Most people's emotions and thoughts are a distraction, but yours are more like a quiet background noise. It's even soothing sometimes, especially when you're entranced. It's like when your mind is calm, it's easier for me to relax too. It's also nice to be in the company of someone else while not having to worry about blocking out any stray thoughts you might have, since you're not exactly thinking when you're under the influence of a charm spell. But I also notice that when your anxiety is acting up, I feel more on edge too. I've come up with some theories as to why that is, and the most plausible one is that we have some sort of magical bond. I guess that's not so far-fetched an idea. You're my familiar, and it makes sense that there'd be some kind of mechanism that connects us. But anyway, back to the point. The hunters don't like me because, well, I happen to be a pretty powerful vampire. Long story short, they're assholes, and we'll make sure they get what they deserve. Yeah, they're weird like that. They don't really favor any particular supernatural race. If you're non-mortal, you're their enemy. But I'd definitely say they despise vampires the most. Well, yeah, witch hunts were awful, but they were mostly fueled by sexism and religious beliefs that were common a few centuries ago. Historical studies have shown that less than 25% of the victims of witch trials are estimated to be actual witches, which is still bad, but you'd think it'd be a lot higher. Killing vampires proves more difficult than it does for witches, which makes it all the more disturbing that even more damage was done to our population. Something about vampire hunting just unsettles me. With witch hunts, it was like everyone was turned against each other. The churches and political parties were all in on it. The other supernatural species didn't lift a finger to help since they thought they'd be persecuted too. Which I think is total bullshit, but that's besides the point. Vampire hunting, on the other hand, is totally the opposite. It's done quietly, and there are barely any records or evidence. You don't hear about it in history books, or see the news reports about attacks. It's not the hunter's style at all. They take pride in their kills and brag about them all the time. Still, there's enough proof to confirm that it's their doing. But it's almost like there's some organization that's pulling the strings. Anyway, that's enough theorizing. How do you feel? You're not pathetic. I just feel sympathy for you. And I'd feel bad just leaving you to fend for yourself. It's like seeing a bird with a broken wing. Speaking of which, the humerus bone in your left one is fractured. It'll be a while before you're supposed to move it around. I think they're pretty cool, by the way. Your wings, I mean. You know, before I realized what you actually were, I thought you were some mutated fallen angel. The mutation being in your color, of course. I'm pretty sure angel wings are supposed to be ivory, and yours are like a crow's. Could you ever fly with those things? They seem like they could support you in the air. Oh, so you're like a chicken then. Hey, don't hit me, it's true. So if I pushed you off a building, could you glide? Okay, I take back what I said. You're cooler than a chicken. And slightly more durable. Speaking of which, I should probably tell you more about what happened to you. I already told you about the wing, but in addition to that, your knee is sprained. They also broke your ankle with the fracture hex, which unfortunately lasts a lot longer than it would if it happened naturally. You won't be on your feet for a while. I got you a wheelchair, so don't worry about it. No, don't mention it. I've been on crutches before and I know how annoying they are. So I figured a wheelchair would be more convenient, especially considering how long you'll have to use it. 3 or 4 years probably. The sprained knee is minor. You'll be back to normal in 2 weeks. Maybe even sooner, since you heal fast. Yeah, it sucks. I thought you'd be more disappointed, but I guess you have a way of looking on the bright side of things. I will admit, I missed you yesterday. I didn't have anyone to talk to, and I'm fucking hungry. I know. I'll keep my things to myself for now. You're still recovering. You have a bunch of antibiotics and drugs running through your system, which would taste fucking awful. I'll probably just buy some later off the black market, unless I can bribe someone here at the hospital to sneak me some of the blood they use for transplants. It'll be disgusting, since it's from a mortal, but I don't want to leave you alone for too long. What? Black market? Yeah, it's a thing. Nowadays, a lot of it's digital on the dark web. But if you make a call to the right person, you can buy pretty much whatever you need without having to go to any sketchy websites. Illegal magic, drugs, and in my case, blood. There are black market dealers everywhere. Even in a small town like this, I could place an order and meet up with someone within the hour. In the city, there's some sort of transaction going down in every other alleyway. It's almost concerning how easy it is to get in contact with dealers, especially considering how dangerous they can be. I mean, these people are involved with the most dominant illegal merchandise rings and criminal mafias in the area. I only support the dealers who are as ethical as they can be, given their profession. Well, I've heard their thoughts. Some of them are awful and take advantage of people struggling with addictions just to get some cash. Hey, if you can call me Edward Cullen, I should totally be able to call you a chicken. Don't get me wrong, Robert Pattinson is hot, but Twilight was horrendously inaccurate, and most of the male characters were pretty creepy. But anyway, I'll probably just see if I can get some blood here. I'm sure a small, barely occupied hospital like this one won't miss a bag or two. It's not stealing if I pay for it, right? Come on, a bribe totally counts. You fucking goody two shoes. Guess I'll be back in a bit. Thank you all so much for watching. I am Spindle, and if you like what you heard, please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that social media, YouTube stuff. I am on Twitter and Twitch. I don't live stream all that often, but when I do, I hope to see you there. And with that, I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.